Shevet Amim Gam Yachad Hine ma tov u'manayim Shevet Amim Gam Yachad Hine ma tov Shevet Amim Gam Yachad Hine ma tov Shevet Amim Gam Yachad Damim Gam Yachad Hine ma tov u'manayim Shevet Damim Gam Yachad Hine ma tov u'manayim Shevet Damim Gam Yachad Hine ma tov u'manayim Shevet Damim Gam Yachad Hine ma tov Shanah Tovah, everyone. Welcome back. So, we have decided to split the services up into two this year, so we got a little more room to move around, right? So for Rosh Hashanah, we had Inside Out, right? We talked about some of our feelings like joy and sadness and anger. And Yom Kippur is a little bit more complicated holiday, so there's more feelings involved. So what better way to introduce more feelings than to dive into Inside Out too. So we'll have a little story, we'll connect it to our service, we'll do some singing, we'll do another big Torah dance at the very end, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. So let's begin with our story. So 13-year-old Riley was the star hockey player for the Foghorns. They won the championship game. Riley's emotions, joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust never stopped supporting their girl. They had helped her build a beautiful sense of self from her beliefs and memories. It said, "I'm a good person." Riley was invited to a hockey camp. It was run by the coach from Riley's future high school team, the Firehawks. Riley remembered past mistakes she'd made and wondered if she'd be good enough for the team. Has anyone here ever made a mistake? Yeah. Me too. But Joy wasn't worried at all. Any bad memory that made Riley upset went straight to the back of the mind. So when we make a mistake, we can feel better, right? How do we do that? Forgive ourselves. Nice. We forgive ourselves and we try again, right? So Yom Kippur, Kol Nidrei, our service tonight, is all about learning how to forgive ourselves, to let go of the mistakes that we've made so that we can start fresh for the new year. So let's go ahead and read together. We are on the top of page 3, or you can look up here. Let's read together. Kol Nidrei is a night of change, a night to start being better people, a time to look at the people we love and tell them that we are sorry. Tonight is also a night to think about how we act and what we say, and to make a promise to God that we will try even harder. God is listening to our prayers and our apologies, and helping us to become the best people that we can be. Tonight, as a community, we make a promise to take better care of all God's creations and ourselves. So later that night, an alarm went off in the headquarters. Beep, beep. Suddenly, the mine workers appeared. They tore apart the console and made a few updates. After all, Riley was a teenager now. It was time for some big changes. The emotions tried out the new console, but every time they pushed a button, Riley overreacted. First, she snapped at her mother, and then she cried about snapping at her mother. Was the console broken? The emotions were afraid to use it. So tonight, as we begin to enter into our holiday, what's the first thing we do for Shabbat or holidays? We light some candles. This one's going to be a little different since we're fasting for Yom Kippur. There's no Kiddush. So we'll have our candles lit by the Burlow family. Come on up. And we're on page 4 in the handout.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Yom Tov.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God. You fill the universe with majestic might, making us holy with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of this festival. Amen. Thank you. And what's the prayer that we say when we do something for the first time? Shechianu, good job. Let's sing together. Oh yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kimanu v'nehianu l'zman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kimanu v'nehianu l'zman hazeh. So soon, Riley was off to hockey camp with her friends, Bree and Grace. But they had bad news. They'd been assigned to a different high school. Oh no, what would Riley do without them next year? Then Riley bumped into Valentina Ortiz, the Firehawks captain. Gulp. Val was her hockey hero. And back at headquarters, Joy got her own surprise when 4 new emotions arrived. Anxiety couldn't wait to help Riley. Who here's ever been anxious? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Envy wished she was as tall as everyone else. Envious? Yeah, a little bit. Embarrassment was sweet, but not much of a talker. Anyone ever been embarrassed? Yeah, it happens. And on what? She was bored with everything except her phone. Who here's ever been bored? I hope it's not right now. Anxiety was determined to get Riley onto the Firehawks team so she would have friends in high school. Joy thought Riley should just have fun. She inspired Riley to take silly selfies with Bree and Grace. But the coach wanted them to focus. She took away everyone's phones. Riley was so embarrassed. Anxiety was certain that Riley wouldn't make the team if she didn't change. She needed a newer and better sense of self to become a newer and better Riley. Anxiety yanked the sense of self from its pedestal and launched it to the back of the mind. Sometimes when we're anxious, we make decisions pretty quick, right? We don't really think about it. Who here has ever been really anxious and just done something and then been like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that? Yeah, it happens. It happens. But the good news is, it's okay when that happens because we get to try again, right? And so when we make a mistake, sometimes we need a little wake-up call, right? And in Judaism, what's the thing that wakes us up? The shofar. So let's go ahead and read the blessing together. It's just in English, don't worry. This one we're keeping easy. And then we'll get a nice tekiah. Are we ready? Blessed are you, Adonai. You hear with love the shofar, the voice of your people Israel. Tekiah. Woo! Do you want to do the other ones? All right. Shrim Teruah. Tekiah. Teruah. Tekiah. Woo! There it is. Now we're getting into it. When joy and the other emotions protested, anxiety sent them to the vault, where Riley's secrets were kept. Trapped inside, they met Bluefy and Pouchy, characters from a preschool TV show that Riley secretly still liked. Anyone here still secretly like a character from a TV show when they were younger? Yeah, for sure. It's there. Lance Slashblade was a video game hero that she had a crush on, and Riley's deep, dark secret was, well, you don't want to know. Pouchy offered some items to help them escape. Anger chose the exploding dynamite. So, when we make a mistake, right, we kind of jump to different things. We can do something out of anger. We can do something that embarrasses us. We can do a whole bunch of things. But the nice thing is, in Jewish tradition, we have Kol Nidrei, which is our reset. So, I will invite you to rise, physically, spiritually, or both. I'll sing just a little section of it so we can get kind of a taste of what it sounds like in the Aramaic text. And then we'll read the English at the bottom together. Kol Nidrei ve'esarei ve'haramei ve'konamei ve'chinuyei ve'kinusei u'shavuot din darna u'deish tabana u'deharimna. Let's read together. We made many vows and promises this year. Vows to God and promises to the people that we love. There were things we said we could do, and things we swore we would not do. We are proud of the promises that we have kept. We tried so hard to keep them all, but now we turn to you to release us from the promises we have broken. And we remain standing for the Baruch Hu. Lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, 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 lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai. Amen Borach. Amen Borach. Baruch Adonai. Amen Borach. Le'olam now and forever. You may be seated for just a moment. I won't make you stand for the story part. The emotions had to hurry to the back of the mind to find Riley's old sense of self, but they needed some help from headquarters. It was up to Sadness to sneak in through the recall tube. The rest of the emotions followed the stream of consciousness, which carried objects that Riley was thinking about and would lead them to the back of the mind. I'm especially thinking of pizza and donuts right now, because apples and broccoli not so much, but pizza and donuts, yeah, especially on Yom Kippur. Along their journey, the emotions discovered that anxiety was ordering mind workers to imagine everything that could go wrong for Riley. Anxiety believed this would help prepare her for the final game at camp, but it made Riley super stressed. Who here has ever had something coming up and you thought of all the ways it could go wrong? And then once you got past that, did you think of more ways it could go wrong? Yeah, stressful. So Joy started imagining things going right for Riley. One by one, the mind workers joined her. But then the mind police showed up. The emotions escaped by soaring away on a giant balloon. So, one of the things that I love about our service is no matter what's going on in the world, all the noise, all the anxiety and everything, the Shema is the one moment where we get to stand and cover our eyes and really concentrate. So, I invite you to rise physically, spiritually, or both. We'll cover our eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. And then with our sweetest voices to God, we'll really focus. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'esh. That was absolutely beautiful. You may be seated. So anxiety needed a new plan and ideas to prepare Riley for the game. She started a brainstorm. Ideas rained from the sky, pummeling the emotions and their balloon. It was going to pop. But suddenly, a big idea swooped by. The emotions leapt onto the idea and soared out of the storm. Now Riley was ready for the game. She tried to look and act like a firehawk. Grace and Bree hardly knew their best friend anymore. Has anyone ever done something to try to be cool, but didn't quite feel right? Yeah. Meanwhile, the emotions finally reached the back of the mind. They discovered a massive mountain of all the bad memories Joy had thrown away. Riley's old sense of self was at the top. And back in headquarters, Sadness got caught before she could help her friends. But it was already too late. Anxiety had created a new sense of self. It now said, I am not good enough. Has anyone here ever felt not good enough? Yeah, it's tough. And anxiety pushed Riley even harder. But during the big game, Riley doubted herself. The pressure was too much for her and her anxiety. Joy and the emotions found Riley's old sense of self, but without Sadness's help. They had to figure out a new way to return to headquarters. They released the memories, sending them tumbling toward the belief system. The four friends went along for the ride. So our ancestors, when they were leaving Egypt, they were very scared, right? The Egyptians were chasing them and there was water in front of them. And you know what they did? They sang a song. So, sometimes, when we have a lot of anxiety, one of the best things we can do is do something fun, like sing a song. So let's sing Micha Mocha together. Let's read together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, God of our fathers and our mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah. You are a great, mighty, powerful, and God on high, who acts with loving kindness, creates everything, remembers the good deeds of our fathers and mothers, and with love brings redemption to their children's children for the sake of God's name. Remember us for life, sovereign God who treasures life. Inscribe us in the book of life for your sake, God of life. You are our ruler who helps, saves, and protects. Merciful God who is like you, with tender compassion you remember all of creation for life. Faithfully you give life to everything. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to everything. You may be seated. As the bad memories poured into the belief system, new beliefs sprouted, creating a glow that was brighter than ever before. The beliefs began to form Riley's true sense of self, one that included the good, the bad, and everything in between. Joy returned to headquarters and calmed anxiety. Riley began to relax, too. She finally knew what she needed to do. Riley apologized to her friends. She'd been feeling uncertain about herself and the future, but her friends, both old and new, could be there to support her. Riley wasn't alone. Even though Riley and her sense of self were still changing, the emotions knew one thing: they would always love their girl. So, I want everyone to look around you. Look to your left, look to your right. We see siblings, we see children, we see parents, we see grandparents, we see guardians, and we see community, right? So anytime we're feeling anxious or uncertain, we know we have people that we can turn to. So let's read together. God is a big idea and a best friend. God is a protector and guardian. God is the hug that puts us back together when we fall apart. God is the feeling in our hearts that makes us stand up for what's right. God is the mirror that shows us how our actions impact others. God is the love that helps us stand tall, confident in ourselves. God is far away and closer than we could ever imagine. God is mine, and I am God's. It's time for my favorite part. We're going to get on our feet, we're going to sing Sim Shalom, and we're going to run around. So, anyone who wants to be a part of the Hakufah, the Torah parade, come line up here and grab a Torah. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm gonna... I think we're almost there. We're almost ready. Woo! Yeah, do it. All right, friends. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
Let's do it!
Shalom, sing,